Good morning, everybody. Hey, happy Wednesday, Stampin' Friends. Jody Breckville, Stampin' Queen. I am live in my studio today. So if you are joining me, hello, come on in, say hi. Let me know where you're coming from. How are things in your neck of the woods? It's nice here finally. We had a lot of rain last week, but we're finally getting some sun and some warm temperatures. So I am excited for that. And hopefully we are going to go take a walk this afternoon. Oh, that was my Ups man. So I heard the dog barking. So Mr. Ups has been here quite often because I did my pre-order. So some of you guys coming on, you may be demonstrators and know that we just had our pre-order and our last chance sale went live. So yesterday started the last chance sale. So did anybody stock up on some of the good things that are on sale that are leaving? I know I'm trying to hold back on buying some of the things because there's some really, really good deals going on. So, good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Lori. So glad you guys are here. Today is What's Up Wednesday, or we actually are going to work with hot air balloon or lighter than air. This is my creative escape that I do monthly with my friend Connie. So we host in-person creative escape retreats. And then each month we do creative escape monthly classes, which are to go. There's no meeting for them, totally virtual. You can do it from the comfort of your own home, throw it in your RV, in your hotel room, wherever you might be, you can take this class along with you. And we are going to say goodbye to the lighter than air. So this is from the mini catalog. We are keeping the hot air balloon stamp and die, but it will be unbundled in the new catalog. So if you don't have it and it was on your wish list, you can get it through the end of April at the 10% discount, but then you'll see that move over into our new catalog coming, but it won't have a bundle anymore. The paper is leaving, the gems are leaving, and the twine is leaving. So sad. It's beautiful. This paper is so fresh and springy. I really, really love the color combination that they did. So we're going to play with that today. Creative Escape is available to everyone. You can purchase it individually, right? You can just get this month's class if you choose. Do you have to have the stamp and the die? Not necessarily. You could use something else in place of hot air balloons, or the sun's coming out. Can you see it starting to come on my face? I have my blinds open because it was a little bit gray, but yay, the sun is coming out. Although I think we're supposed to have some more rain coming. But you know what they say, right? April showers bring May flowers, and everything is very, very green around here now. So good morning, Mary and Susie. Thank you, guys. If you are on the replay, just comment replay so I can come back and say hi to you. I know not everyone is able to join at 10 a.m. in the morning. East Coast or West Coast is still a little bit early, and some people are at work. So they catch the replay in the evenings whenever they get home or on the weekends. So, all right. So Creative Escape, again, the price is, I can't recall. $35 for the class, which is 4 cards, 2 of each. So you get 8 projects. I do include envelopes. I do include a PDF tutorial. You'll also get half a pack of the designer series paper. You'll get the trio of twine, and you'll also get the gems as well. So that's what's included in your kit. Now, of course, if you need shipping, you do have a shipping add-on as well. So Colleen says she's got roofers on the house, so she has to wear her headphones. You got to do what you got to do, right? We can't hear them, so it's all good. It's all good. As long as you can hear me, that's important, right? Now, I want to also make sure that you are aware that we offer a subscription. So I say we because Connie Heisey and I do this together, and we have a subscription. So you can join my subscription, and that means you just sign up one time. You'll automatically have your payment go through each month, and you'll automatically receive the Creative Escape. The benefit to being a subscriber is you have a reduced price on your classes. Okay, so your class is only $30, actually $39 total, which includes the shipping, right? Then you have a free bonus project in your tutorial. I include a free project every time for my subscribers. And then every 6 months, you get a swag bag of some Stampin' Up! Goodies as my thank you. So just a little heads up, many of you know that new catalog is coming out and there are some price increases. You're going to hear this probably a lot from many demonstrators that there's a significant price increase coming with cardstock and envelopes, two of our main things that we use. And I mean, it's not just 25 cents or 50 cents, it's $1 to $1.50 to $2.50. So you may hear others that are saying, it's time that we need to change class prices. And that's true. It's very, very true. So I did a survey with my subscribers and I said, here's my ideas, because when there's a price increase that's significant, I can't absorb that. I have to make sure that I'm not bleeding money whenever I do events. And I don't want to stop doing them, absolutely, because I love what I do every single day. But I do have to raise prices. And, you hate doing that, right? But, prices increase all the time. I mean, just watch gas. Like, it can change every single day. I go to Maryland when I can to try to get gas because the price is so much cheaper than it is in Pennsylvania. And we are just right at that border. So yesterday I went down to visit my friend and I was like, oh, I need gas. So I paid $3.59 instead of $3.85. Right. So anyway, what I asked, and I'm going to ask you guys too, what would you rather? So there's some options, right? There's some options that we can do to help offset. First of all, we can raise class prices, right? So I did see that, Colleen. Welcome to the subscription. I'm so excited. So that brings up a good point too, is the subscription, you can cancel anytime. You're in total control of it. Yes, prices are higher and products are smaller. Ask my husband how he feels about a gallon or a half gallon of ice cream. It doesn't last as long as it used to. Now, of course, a serving to him is half a container. But yeah, it's there. You just don't get what you used to get. Oreos are smaller. Ask my kids. So anyway, it's a fact of life. It is, where we are in the world, and COVID did not help that situation in any way. So anyway, what can you do? You can increase my class prices. Okay. So that's an option. I have been really reviewing it and I was like, okay, I think I might need to do like a $5 price increase for classes. And of course, always, you can get your class free with your purchase. Okay. So that's a way for you to offset, is if you need some things, go ahead and purchase, and then you're going to get your class for free. But if you just want the class, I might have to, offer that a little bit higher. The other option, which this one I don't like, is less projects for the same price, right? Who wants less projects? We want to stamp more. So I did put that out to my subscribers and said, would you rather have 6 projects instead of 8? Maybe one person said that would be okay. So my third one is, what if I didn't include envelopes? I could keep my prices the same, but you wouldn't have an envelope. That was everybody's yes. So I'm kind of asking you guys, what would your thoughts be with a class? Would you rather increase a class price, have less projects, or have me not include the envelopes, and you guys can pick up envelopes as an add-on and grab yourself a pack whenever you need it? Some of you already have envelopes at home, and that is a bigger cost when they are increasing by $2.50. Now, I love my envelopes from Stampin' Up. Love them. Trust me, guys, I have pinched pennies in other places, but I will not pinch my penny on envelopes because they are the ultra smooth. If you want to stamp on them, decorate them, make a real nice presentation when your card comes in the mail, those ultra smooth envelopes are amazing. I don't know if my friend Beth is on. I haven't seen her, but I have a story from her from a while ago when I sent a card to her, and I think somehow it fell out of the mailbox or was dropped, and it ended up being outside the card. The envelope was wet or damaged and had been in the weather, but the card was fine. because our envelopes are ultra smooth. They're a little thicker. They're a really good quality. And so they protect the inside of the project. They also tend not to tear and rip when they go through that machine. So anyway, love our envelopes, but we are seeing a price increase, and that's because the manufacturer increases, then Stampin' Up! Has to increase, then I have to increase. So that was my question to you guys, is what are your thoughts? That really makes a big difference. When you I don't have an expensive envelopes that I can tend to keep the classes the same price. And so I see some of you are saying the same thing. Yeah, use your own envelopes, right? So anyway, that's what I think is going to happen in the next couple months. And I'm going to evaluate that and see how things go. So needless to say, we're still okay this month for April. So you will have envelopes in your kits. But from May forward, I think we're going to take out the envelopes and keep our price the same. So I'm super excited about that. And shipping changes price too. So one minute I send something out and it costs $4, and then a couple weeks later I send something out and it's up to $6. So it can always vary too. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on price increases. You're going to see it happen. It happens everywhere: grocery store, gas, clothing, all the good stuff, right? So anyway, so needless to say, that will be, that is a benefit. That whole long story was a benefit to tell you why being a subscriber is a good deal, because your class is less. I kept it at the original price. I did not raise it. So your class is less each month. You get the bonus project on your tutorial, and every 6 months you get some free Stampin' goodies from me, some perk along the way. So subscription information is available. Registration for this class is available. It's in the description of this video. So you can head over there. If you can't find it, just comment Creative Escape in the comments, and I'll get you the link that you need that has all of that information in there. So having said that, let's see what else. One more thing that I want to share. Again, I said that Last Chance went live yesterday, so you can check that information out. And registration is open for my awesome In Color Club. So if you want all the brand new gorgeous In Colors and you want to kind of stay on a budget and pay each month, I do have an In Color Club available. Oh, thank you, Susie. Whatever you decide, I'll deal with it. You know, one thing that we've been talking about, and we're going to see some changes coming. I haven't really talked a whole lot about the changes that are coming with Stampin' Up! Because they're in the future and I live in the now. Let's do what we do and continue. But there are going to be some changes, and I'm sure you're going to like them. You may have heard from other demonstrators. You may have seen online what some changes are that are coming. Something that's going to benefit you as a stamper, as a customer, as a paper crafter. Some of the changes are going to benefit you guys. But that's also going to be a change for us demonstrators as to what we can do and what we can offer. So you'll see them coming. And that is the exact kind of mindset that I have. Whatever Stampin' Up! Does, I will deal with it and I will figure it out, because sometimes change is not fun, but it is needed. And so we do have some change coming, and you'll hear some of that whenever it's time. I mean, we're talking about some of these changes may be coming later on this year, on into next year. And so, you know, why worry about it and deal with it now when it's out of our control, right? I always say control the controllable. That's the mantra in my life. Control the controllable. Right? So I got to do what I can do with what I can control. And some things I can't. Price increases, I cannot control. I will pinch my pennies elsewhere, but trust me, girls, I do not pinch my pennies when it comes to my stamping and my outlet and my creative flow and hanging out with my friends. And bottom line, that's what's important, right? Us together, whether it's virtual like this or in person or at an event. We're getting ready to do my Sweet Grace event fundraiser this weekend. So that's what you see behind me. A lot of prep going on, getting ready for our Sweet Grace fundraiser. And I'm totally seeing squirrels. I'm off in 1,000 directions. I will be sure to let you all know where we land with that. But I am thrilled with the response to doing this fundraising event. So I am pretty sure there's over 80 people that have signed up to help. There goes my nose. be a part of this event in some way. Over 80 customers, let's say customers, demonstrators, between coming in person to the event, picking up a to-go kit, or purchasing a tutorial. So we are prepping over 70, 75 packets. And then we have some folks that just purchased the tutorial, which I gave free with your donation to Sweet Grace. And I don't want to give out numbers, but I'm very hopeful that our donation will be over $1,000 to them. So I'm very excited about that. So that's this Saturday. And then next week, I'll give you an update on how it went and what we were able to donate and all that good stuff. Because I feel like I want to do this again. I want to definitely do another fundraiser event for them. All right. So In Color Club is open right now. When that will be May, June, July, August, and September. Each month you get a featured color. And in that color pack, you get a full pack of cardstock, an ink pad, a refill, a roll of ribbon, the Stampin' Blends, and the Designer Series paper. Okay, so each month you get that bundle of the color, and it's always so pretty. I have a little extra goodies for my people who join my In Color Club. And one of them is that you'll get the embellishments, the In Color gems that match. You will get those for free as my thank you. So make sure you check out that information. It's been emailed. It's on my social media. If you haven't seen it yet and you're interested, just comment In Color Club and I'll get you the link for that. So how are we feeling today? Shall we go ahead and get doing some stamping with these hot air balloons? Let me do the little switcheroo here and we'll get rolling. Okay, let's hope that everything did the switch over. The farmer had told me he switched everything over to our generator today. So I'm hoping that transmission is working okay and that you guys can see and hear and everything is good. So just give me some thumbs up or leave a comment and let me know if you can see and hear sound is okay and all that good stuff. So hot air balloon right here, it is a bundle and there are the dies inside there. Photopolymer stamp set, bunch of dies that you can use, and that is staying. We are not getting rid of it, but it will be unbundled in the new catalog. Then, of course, you get the trio pack of twine. You get the coordinating gems, and you're also going to get the Lighter Than Air Designer Series paper. So you get half a pack of this paper, and mine is well used. So there's more patterns that you'll see in your pack because I have been using it up. All right, so let's go ahead and start. And we are going to kick off with our Balmy Blue. So we've got a Balmy Blue card base. Thank you guys. So glad it works when I switch over. I never know how my internet feels like working today. All right, we've got our Balmy Blue. There's the card that we're creating right there, but I did change it around a little bit and I wanted to use this Designer Series paper instead. So you'll have lots of choices when the DSP comes your way because you can pick and choose the patterns that you like. And then don't forget, you're going to get 2 of every single card. So you can make them both different if you want to. So we're going to add that on to our card front. Of course, your cutting directions will be in your tutorial as well. I've got a Balmy Blue piece of cardstock that I cut out with the stylish shapes. Those will be done ahead of time for you. So any of the pieces that are not part of the bundle, I do ahead for you. Now, one thing you guys might notice if you're eagle eyes is there's a piece of vellum on here. And that was a plan, but vellum retired and sold out. So we no longer carry our gorgeous vellum. That is a heartbreaker for me. I love our vellum. I just didn't have enough to do a class with it. And trust me, I have put it in the suggestion box to please bring vellum back. I need it. I need it in my life. All right, so I have this little banner and we're going to do Wish Big in Balmy Blue. And these banners come in the bundle, but I do have them cut out for you. So those will be done ahead of time. Then I want to show you a little bit about this hot air balloon. So he comes in two pieces, okay? So there's the hot air balloon, and it's kind of naked in the middle so that it has different pieces that you can put in. So you can do stripes, you can do scallops, whatever suits you. But what I think works best for me is to actually stamp the middle first. Now, one thing I noticed is this is kind of a solid image, and I was kind of getting it. It wasn't like did not want to pull up the ink very well. And so what I did was just took a little sanding block. This is a very, very light grit sanding block. It actually is from Stampin' Up. We don't carry them anymore, but any super light grits sanding paper or block will work. And I just go across my stamp very, very lightly. And that seems to rough up the photopolymer just a little bit and takes like the coating off of it. It kind of reminds me of like, it's in a mold. And so there's probably something like, Pam that they spray, cooking spray on the mold so that these stamps come out so much easier. So sometimes it feels like maybe the coating is on there. And so I do that and I seem to get a better image. So if you ever have that trouble with these photopolymers, just try that and see what happens. So I'm going to stamp that in the middle. And then for me, it's a lot easier for me then to see where I need to go to line up my hot air balloon with that big piece in the middle. Okay, so there is our hot air balloon. We'll then go ahead and die cut that out. So remember, these cuttings will not be done for you because you need to stamp and then die cut. But you could fussy cut them out, absolutely, should you choose. So by the magic of TV, I did it ahead of time. So there's our little balloon. We have our Wish Big. We have our banner that's done in Lemon Lolly. And then there is our little balloon basket. So what I did with the balloon basket was I added some snot dots on the back of my balloon. And then I added the balloon basket right on the back. So there you have it. Then I'm going to add that to my card base with some dimensionals. Where did you put them? How you have no big space. How do I lose them so quickly? So I'm going to add dimensional here. And then a couple more on my balloon. Thank you, Patty. I liked this one better than the original when it came to the stripes. Okay, so there's our balloon. We're going to add that to our circle. Then we're going to take a couple dimensionals and add our Wish Big. Then I die cut ahead the little Lemon Lolly banner, and I did that with some adhesive sheets. Highly recommend adhesive sheets when you have these tiny little pieces for the balloon, so you can make them a little sticker. And then that is just going to go across our balloon. So there we have it. Now we can add a bow. So your choice, whatever works for you. So I'll just tie myself a little twine bow here. This is Flirty Flamingo, Balmy Blue, and Lemon Lolly. Those three. So pretty. I'm going to miss this for sure. Add another good old snot dot here. And then we can add our gems. We can trim those up. add our gems. Let's find some of those gems in here. There's all kinds of cool gems. So when you flip it up, you've got even more. They're hidden under there. So let's get out some of our bling, bling, bling. Now, the one thing I notice is this is a little bit busier. So what bling do I want to use that will kind of stand out? I'm going to go with this darker blue, I think. And you can mix and match them. I have trouble doing that. So I'm like, they have to be all the same for me, but you can totally mix or match. So there's card number 1. Super, super easy. There it is with a different designer series paper. Okay. So let's go to card number 2. So some exciting news. Oh, shoot. You know what I forgot to do, you guys? I wanted to emboss this ahead of time, and I totally forgot. So here's card number 2, and that will not work through the mini machine. So I might have to step off to the side and do my embossing and make you guys wait and talk amongst yourselves. Okay, let me go grab my embossing. I will be right back. Hold, please. Okay, so there's the embossing, and I used one of the 3D Basics embossing folders. This one comes in the pack of 3. So it's got the little polka dots on there, and this is Bubble Bath. So we're going to add that to our card base. So one thing I'm super excited about is I'm planning on checking an item off my bucket list this year. You guys have bucket lists of things that you want to do, right? So one of the things that is on my bucket list is the Hot Air Balloon Festival in New Mexico. So I've said this for a couple years, but October is kind of a hard time for my husband to leave the farm. That can be fall planting and fall harvest. And so it's not always the best time for him, but we are going to make it happen this year. So I'm very excited to go to the Hot Air Balloon Festival this fall in New Mexico. Anybody been there? Any of you guys done that? Have any tips for me? I'm really excited about it. And this would make some perfect scrapbook pages, right? So what I did was added a piece of designer series paper to a little piece of Bubble Bath. And then we're going to add that to our card base with the dimensionals. All right. So I am excited, Susie. I think that's going to be awesome. So we're going to fly out and attend that for a day or 2, and then maybe do a little other traveling around in the New Mexico area. All right. There we've got that. All right, I just had a text come through, so hopefully everything's still going okay. Ahead of time, I stamped and die cut a balloon from Flirty Flamingo. I did our banner. I did the balloon. Come on, it's stuck. The balloon basket, and that piece is the center, so that can fill in there on the white. You can either die cut a paper or you can add the stamp. And then here is some more decoration that's cut out ahead as well. So remember, keep in mind that anything that is outside of the die set will be die cut for you. I do have these cut ahead, but you will need to do a little bit of die cutting for your class project, or do hand cutting, right? So this is going to fit right in here. Oh, you stuck down too quick. There we go. Then we're going to do the same deal. I'm going to actually add a little bit of adhesive here and attach my basket. Actually, we're going to hold off on that because I'm going to put this piece on first, because that piece is done with an adhesive sheet. So if you don't have adhesive sheets, I would highly encourage you to get some. They are amazing. Want that little guy right out of there. Okay, so that is going to stick right underneath here. And because it's sticky, my basket will stick to it. So I can just lay that right over top of my balloon basket. Ah, so cute. And then I have another piece here. Oh, Colleen says they have a big balloon festival in Michigan. I'm wondering, I guess, if maybe the balloons travel around, right? Do you think they go to lots of different festivals, the same balloons? I don't really know much about it. I don't know how it works. I just know it's on my bucket list. All right, now there's some holes in this one, so I'm going to do a little pokey poke with my gadget tool here. Get those out of there. Sometimes when you actually peel off the adhesive sticker, it will take all those little pieces off, those little boogers off as well. But if you don't have the adhesive sheets, I would say maybe some green glue may be your friend on this one. Alrighty, looking good in the neighborhood. One little one stuck there. Okay, so now that's going to lay over top of that Pretty Designer Series paper that we just put down. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Add some dimensionals to the back. And that's going to hover right over here. And then we're going to stamp a sentiment in Flirty Flamingo. Now, one thing about the photopolymer is that you can actually bend it. So if you want your hooray to kind of have the same vibe as the banner, you can do that. So I'm going to leave this one flat. I don't want too much poofy. All right, let's get rid of this mess here. So, hey, Melinda, it's all right to be late. Come on in. And let's add some bling on this one. I'm going to do the yellow, the lemon lolly, maybe. Oops, flip back over. There we go. And then I swore I had one. I do. I have a little tiny, look at that little teeny bow. So let's add that with a dimensional, or not a dimensional, a little snotch dot. And there we have card number 2. All right, we're going to roll on to card number 3. All right, card number 3 is really pretty with the lemon lolly. So we've got our lemon lolly base. Add our Designer Series paper. And again, dealer's choice. If you want to use a different paper, you totally can. I kind of like the tone on tone sometimes. There we are. I have this cut out ahead of time from our scallop rectangle. And you guys, this bundle or this die is retiring. Oh my, that's a hard one there because I use them quite often. Just sad to see some things go. Just a note to lift you up. And then what I did with this one, we'll add that with some dimensionals. We can go ahead and do that a while. Always one in the middle for sag. We don't want sag. All right. So no one watching has been to the Balloon Festival in New Mexico. Is that what I'm catching? No one's been there, done that to give me any suggestions or ideas? I think I'm trying to wait for everybody to get, we're going with my dad and my stepmom. So we need to get all of our schedules arranged. All right, so what I did on this one was I die cut this little balloon from the designer series paper. So there are dies for a big balloon and a small balloon. And then I did these little decorative pieces in Calypso Coral and Azure Afternoon. And there's our little balloon basket. So let's do a little adhesive on here to add the basket. And then we'll add these little pieces. I'm going to add that with some dimensional. No one's been. There is one in Maryland. I have heard that one. I don't know about the Hershey one. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that the one in New Mexico is the biggest. Like that's why I think everyone tends to go to that one, and they do them like at night when they're all lit up, and then early morning at sunrise. And I want to ride in one. I may puke the whole time, but that's my plan. All right, so I'm going to do this one. We're going to do Calypso Coral on this little banner and just add that right across here. And then we'll do the little one with the Azure. And whoops, get back here. Add that one over top. You need to scooch just a little. There we go. Scoot your boot. All right. So there we have that. And then we can add our gems, add our ribbon on there. And so we have just a super cute little card just to lift you up. Okay. Then we're on to our final one. Everybody's still hanging in there, right? This one's a little bit different. So this one, I forget what these are called, like a double panel card or something like this, or a window. It's got this little vellum window in there. So I'm going to show you how to create that one. And don't forget, you're making 2 of every project. So we've got our bubble bath. I always want to call it bubble gum, but I have to remember Stampin' Up! Likes alliteration. So it's bubble bath. And then we're going to take this piece of designer series paper and add that to the inside of our project. So that's what will show through the window. All right, so what we need to do now that that's folded in half is we need to cut a piece off here. So we're going to do a little bit of a trim. I got my little mini one. No, these are not the cards for Sweet Grace. Those are already planned, packed, and ready to go. Those probably will not be shown because that is a special paid for event fundraiser. So you could have purchased the class to go. You could have done the tutorial. So I won't be showing those on online at all. All righty. So we need to cut this down. So it is 4 1/4 by 2 1/4. So this panel right here needs to be 2 1/4. So I am going to put my cutter, and I always have that's 2 1/2. This one's 2 1/4. So I'm going to put my 2 1/4. Oh, I lost you again. There we are. So my fold is going to be right at 2 1/4. No, is that right? Yeah, because then I need to trim this one down. I was thinking it was going to be a little bit too big, but no, it's been a while since I've made this one. So you got to hang in there with me while my old brain tries to recall what I did. All right, so we trim that one down. So we have that as our top panel. Now we need to trim this one down. And I want it to be 1 1/2. 1 1/4, 1 1/2. Okay, there we are. So you'll have this other piece. You can do something else with that one. So now we need to attach some designer series paper to these. I see what you're saying, Tina. She said these would be uplifting cards, but for Sweet Grace, we try not to be like too whimsical, maybe. And I think these might be just a little bit on the whimsical side when you're sending something to someone. The sentiments, yes, like just a note to lift you up. Yeah. So because we really kind of get a little, I don't want to say picky, but kind of cognizant about why we're sending the card and making sure that the people who are getting them aren't, it's not going to hurt when you get something that's like a little bit too upbeat when you're sending it because they've lost their baby, if that makes some sense. All right, so here's what needs to happen is we need to close the gap between these two people, and we're going to do that with a piece of vellum cardstock. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of adhesive right on here. And let me see, I think, yeah. Go ahead and add some adhesive to the top of this one and add that here. Okay, so then I'm going to lay this down so that the bottom lines up, and then just go ahead and close it. So there you go. Isn't that cool? So if you needed to sign your card, you might like put a piece of white up here, or you could sign here and here so that you allow that paper to show through your vellum layer. All right, so ahead of time, I kind of did some similar stuff here with the hot air balloon. So I stamped that in bubble bath. Gosh darn. Maybe I'll get it by the time it's ready to retire. Who knows? Okay, we're going to add that on, add this, which we did before, these little cool decorations here. And again, I have them done or had it cut out with the Whoosy Whatsy. Yep. Adhesive sheets. Some days I feel like it's a Wednesday on a Monday. Oh, some of these didn't pop out like they're supposed to. They're not behaving. Hey, Donna. Glad to have you joining us this morning. Okay, where's my Pokey? Come here, Pokey. Let's see if we can get some of these out. Poke, poke, poke. Poke, poke, poke. Okay. And now add that over top for some decoration. And then we have another piece here. See if all those will fall out. Poke again. Poke, poke, poke. Poke, poke, poke. Come on, get out of there. I make it look harder than what it is, I feel like. I'm having trouble because my fingernails are short these days. Oh, come on there. Okay. Now we can add that on to here. And then we're going to add that onto our pretty card. Let's get some dimensionals back out. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Rare. Let's go a little higher this time. And then I have that banner. Oh, like I've got these little dots stuck all over my fingers. Oh, my Lanta. I am having a heck of a time picking stuff up today. What is going on? All right, let's do Wish Big. Where did you put that, lady? Oh my. Oh, there we are. All right, so I'm doing Wish Big in the Memento, but you could use any color that you choose. If you want it to be a little bit lighter, you could totally do that. And we'll add that with a couple Pop-Tarts. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it. There we go. All right, so this is what it'll look like. You'll add I did a double bow on this one, add some bling, and you have that really cool window card there. All right, so let's see what we created today. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you, Internet, for staying with me, even though the generator's running. That's wonderful news that I can still go live should we have any major emergencies. So we've got this one, this a one, this a one, and this a one. So there's your 4 projects with this class. It is open until April 15th. So registration is in the description of the video. So you can just open the video, scroll down, you'll see a link there, click on that. Everything you need to know is there. All right, so it is $35 for the class plus shipping if you're not local. You'll get everything that you need to make all 4 cards, 2 of each card. This time envelopes are included. All right, but what we're going to do is I'm going to stop doing envelopes so I can keep my price the same as we move forward with the new catalog. So I'm pretty sure you guys all felt that was a good deal. Subscribers, you get the lower discount or lower cost of the class. You get the free bonus card tutorial each month. And then every 6 months, you get a free swag bag of Stampin' goodies. So any questions, just message me and let me know. Mark your calendars because I'll be back here next Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern, and we are going to be doing my monthly make and take class. So monthly make and take, I'll give you a little sneaky peek. We're using everyday details, and we are going to make these projects in class. So it will be the 3rd Tuesday. So I believe that's the 16th, right? The 16th of April, 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. if you're close. If not, join me virtually Wednesday and you'll find out how you can earn this class for free. Actually, you can get it free with a $45 purchase, and I cover the shipping to get class to you. And you'll also get the tutorial as well. So we're going to play and try our hands at some blend technique and some paper piecing. This one will just be a little change because this is the Flight and Airy Designer Series paper. So I'm going to change that out and use a different DSP. So that's what we're making at class. If you're a club member, you're going to get a sneak peek bonus card. So that's for my club members. If you are interested in Stamp Club, just comment Stamp Club and I will message you and let you know what the deal is for my club members. They get some perks along the way. And speaking of perks, if any of my club members are on, I'm pretty sure Susie, you're on right now. I am having your new catalog spiral bound tomorrow. So that's a perk that my club members get each year is their brand new catalogs with the beautiful spiral binding. So I don't think we lost electric. I think they might be testing some things. And so I know we just had to do a switch over onto the generator, but yeah, we don't have power. We don't have a power outage. I think it's a test run because we always need to make sure that she is working in case we should have any emergencies. So, all right, my darlings, thanks so much for joining me. Have a great week, and I will see you back here next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Bye, everyone.